Yeah.
You can't do a single thing to protect yourself.
No. Bears are terrifying.
Bears are-
but also,
yeah.
why do they look so cuddly?
Well,
if they're not supposed
like
to be messed
sun
with.
bears and panda bears, those are great.
Bears are so
They got panda bears. I went to like the panda bear sanctuary in China. They are
Hello.
the dumbest.
Good to
little
see you,
guys.
Benjamin.
I know.
They're trying to kill all of themselves. They
Yeah.
don't care. For a while there, they did not know how to reproduce correctly, and they had to be retaught.
Well, they
Not a joke.
They crack me up. Those videos where the
Hey,
mom is
Benjamin,
just
can you
sitting
hear
there
us okay?
eating, and then she looks down and sees her baby. She's like,
Is audio coming through?
Like, where did you come from? I forgot I was a parent. Oh no! Oh god!
They're idiots.
I'm supposed
They're-
to take care of you. What?
All
I
right,
thought it
great.
was just one bear. Nope, there's multiple.
We made
videos.
some further tweaks to enhance audio and a little bit of video yesterday, and I want to make sure we didn't screw anything up. Amanda was in here earlier, but I think she's making lunch or something. So you're not first, but
Mine
you're
sounds off,
you're
but-
kind of first.
Not off.
Oh, where's my phone?
Yesterday at my job, somebody let their alarm on their phone go off for almost 8 minutes straight.
Yeah.
After the first minute, we started timing it because we were like, how long could this possibly go on?
Yeah.
It was, and like none of us felt comfortable going over to this person's phone
Hey,
and
turning
like
it off.
touching it.
Yeah.
We were like, where is
Maybe they
this
need to know
guy?
about the alarm. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
it's medicine or something.
Yeah,
And like,
he was just in the bathroom. And he came out and he was like so embarrassed. And he was like, that's only been going off for like a minute, right? And we were all like,
No, you've been in the bathroom for 8.
yeah. We have a timer on it. We're really sorry we know that information.
it's really interesting though because he didn't take his phone into the bathroom.
Yeah,
It still took a very
I know.
long
I was like, well, you know, he didn't take the phone in there,
Sort of-
so.
It was a necessary trip, I guess.
Whoever that man is, I hope you have a better day. I hope your Sunday's gone better. I can't believe I have 17 plus ones. That doesn't
Yeah.
seem right.
17.
That doesn't seem right.
I had 8, and I didn't even think I had. I thought I had 3.
I also thought I had
how
like.
many do I have?
No, apparently I didn't know I had 12.
I thought I had
One?
4. I think.
No, I have more than that.
Yeah, you got 8.
Okay.
Well, better use them.
For real.
If you got them, do something with them.
You want it? Do we still have
Well,
inspiration?
yeah, I have an
Take
inspiration.
over? Or
No, that goes way between sessions, I believe.
Oh.
shucks.
No.
Well, no, it depends if you're still considered to be in an encounter.
Oh, and I guess we are.
In this case, we are, so it will.
Although I already used mine, I know that to be fact.
I still have mine.
Me too.
Yes, Sergeant Potomac, it is D&D time.
It sure
Oh,
is.
Dixie Doodle 491 Phantom J, thanks for the quick chat today. I'm a tad lower than the crowd. Really? That's interesting. That's never the case.
We were also very excitably talking pretty loud.
Okay, do I sound quieter still?
True. What else is new?
Yes.
I can fix that easily.
I'm just trying to think of how we can get ourselves out of this situation.
All sound levels good to you. Okay.
We'll be fine.
All right. Well, just let me know if anybody sounds quiet. I have individual controls on every mic. Okay,
Maybe
very
our
good. Thank you,
character will
Joffrey.
just happen
All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to kick off a couple minutes early for live because we've got a video that we want to show you here in a second. And so here we go. 3, 2, and 1. There you got to see the brand new Stinger. Welcome to Blue Box. Good to have everybody with us today. As always, I'm joined by my amazing cast, and these are the urchins that are currently in Altamira. This is Tears of Aihrde on Blue Box, and this is episode 2.
That camera needs to be
Reception
adjusted
two.
because I definitely
And-
whacked it earlier.
And I
Oh,
can
you
see
whacked
me.
it? Yeah.
Hi, me. There's 2 of me.
Yes. There should only be one.
Oh, God.
And if you could scoot just that way a little bit.
Me?
No, you're fine. Just her. That way there will only be one of her. There we go. It's a little
that
bit dicey. Yeah, that's if you can go just now. You're good. You're good.
Okay.
All right. I've still got to fix these camera angles, but thank you for joining us, everyone. And before we get into our what happened last time and go through our character introductions, we're going to share with you the new Blue Box theme music. So you've seen already the new Stinger. Hope you guys like the Stinger. You'll see it a couple times. It's got all the cool dragons. Thomas said it's got a lot of dragons. In fact, I'm going to show it to you one more time here for all the
busy.
viewers, I want you to see if you can count how many dragons are in this stinger. Ready? 3, 2, 1. All right. Put it in the chat. How many dragons did you count? Hello, 170. Okay, Chaosic, you guessed 3. That is not correct. All right, Dixie, you counted 4. That is not correct.
Oh.
Necromantic DM, Mike, you got it. There are 5.
In the background,
you have to remember the one on the logo. There's one in the background. There's a logo. Let me show you again.
I only got the flying one.
See,
I would have had
okay,
5.
watch it again. Catch them all. There are 5. There's that one. And then there's the other one that comes up from behind and blows up the logo. And coincidentally, that stinger is 5 seconds long. So there's 5 dragons in 5 seconds. Where else are you going to get
1
that
second
in
of
Twitch?
screen time
1
per
dragon per second. That's how we roll here on Blue Box.
Great.
All right, now
We're
let's
running
take a
at
look.
1 DPS.
Yeah.
Our DPS could use some work, but
All right,
think
so
it's pretty
here we go. I'm going to play this for you, and I would like the feedback from the audience. We have the composer in the audience, Joffrey, the storycaster, and it's got really 3 or 4 major components. So it starts out with tavern sound, kind of tells a story. So this will be used both for bumper music or maybe during the giveaways and the stream MVP at the end. But also I have the individual constituent components which can be used during the game. So here we go. For the first time on Twitch, the new Blue Box theme music. A call to heroes.
yeah, kind of does.
Joffrey, great job.
That bass. It's so good.
Hear the blacksmith handle in the background. And then here comes the third piece. Very different. This will be my voice coming up. Just briefly.
How many takes did that take to get there?
One and done, baby. Wait on this.
Thank you, Benjamin. It works on the screen now. It's not too small. And there it is. Thank you very much, Joffrey. Fantastic job.
Wow.
We titled the song A Call to Heroes. And as I mentioned earlier, that will be broken up into different parts, and we'll use it in-game as well. But thank you for joining us early on a Sunday. We're going to get right into it here. You also notice we have new backgrounds today. Cowboy Hob did a lot of this artwork. There are still some refinements that are coming. We'll have some more animations that you're going to see in the starting screen. But every screen that you'll see today should also have our follower goal. And you'll see right here, we're actually at 1964 now, so it's not updating. I'll figure out why that's not updating. But we're 36 followers away from 2,000, which we should hopefully hit here before the end of October, which is great. And then you'll also see we now have the chat displayed on the screen. Now, I've taken up as little real estate as I can, so it doesn't take away from the players or the other visuals, but I know it's come up a lot that when we export this stuff to YouTube, people can't see the chat. And we have such an active chat that it kind of loses something when it hits YouTube. So
And we talk about the chat while
we talk about the chat while we're playing. So you'll get like the last 4 or 5 lines on the screen that you can watch when you're going back and looking at the YouTube stuff. All right, let's go quickly to what happened last time. And Thomas, you're up.
Last time we caught up with our children, bewildered at the sight of a nearly dead bully. With a broken jaw, we attempted to heal him. No, at least Mila did, and she held her hands to his jaw and prayed, and somehow, some way, stitched his jaw back together just by touching it, which was all well and good if it didn't send him right back up, chasing us down, because he did still want that money in your pack very badly.
Just no gratitude at all, Rachel.
No.
And
Very.
evidently,
Truly. Probably a witch.
those thugs that had, we thought, run away, no, they were going to get back up. So we bolted. We ran very, very quickly down the streets, following Mila to what she told us was a safe place to be. At one point or another, Click had made a grab for some gold coins out of Deke's pockets, and halfway through the bolt down the streets, chucked them behind him as a method to distract them, because Duke made the bold play to jump like 6 feet in the air, trying for a clothesline to try and pull it down to get something in the way of these thugs. And
It was just a little too high.
and there was a nice puddle of water on the
My
ground,
special set of skills.
and he fell flat on his face and nearly passed out. We helped him up, Dahlia and I, and we ran following after Mila, and made our way into an alleyway next to a bookstore.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
And
thank you.
In that, oh yeah, it does kind of cut my head off. Huh?
I think I somehow fell down just slightly.
Nice haircut.
Yeah, thank you. This bookstore Mila had gone to in our session 0 to try and do some nerdy stuff, but was kicked out. And instead, she made her way to this little sewer grate in the back where we hid, a nice little safety place, a little hovel under the street for us to hide in, where she befriended a rat.
His name's
named Finn. And in that delay, the bullies made their way past, and Click was still convinced of this idea that he had a job that needed to be done. Because Click has far too much confidence. And this job was to rob a house that had recently burned in the Noble Quarter. He had seen smoke, assumed it would be a good place to go, because who checks up on a burned down house? So he convinced the party to follow him, made their way through the lower quarter into the upper mid areas of Altamira to the walled noble quarter of the city, and we needed a way to get through. Click was not dissuaded by this wall and convinced his friend Dahlia to convince the guards to let them through. And Dahlia, being a bit more
Very nice.
a bit more used to this side of the city, knew some things to say that might get her through, convinced them that she was just a merchant who needed to sell the last of her goods before nightfall truly struck, and we went through. We made our way through the streets and found Duke's burned home, as we came to learn. Duke got angry that Click wanted to rob his house, but then afterwards was like, well, we should go in anyways and rob it. Actually, the problem with this was there were 2 guards guarding this burned down home, mentioning some things about, I think we heard a single word, and I don't even think I wrote it down, unfortunately, but they seem to be here for some reason. Something happened to this house that seems to be greater than what a random burning would happen to be. But Duke wanted something of his father's in the house and convinced Click to go in despite Click's better judgment in this moment, which you'd think would be far worse than it should be. But Dahlia and Mila went and distracted the guards by playing up a small cut that Dahlia had gotten on her hand when she cut Deke. Man, there's a lot of Dekes and Dukes and Docs. I'm really trying to keep all the names together. And they distracted the guards for a few moments, enough for Duke and Click to make their way in. They stepped around charcoal and burnt bits, hid in a fireplace for a while, and eventually made their way underneath into the basement of the home, where they made their way into like a little servant's quarters, where Duke knew underneath a rug next to a couch there would be a false board where there was some sort of box that needed to be gathered. And that happened. We did all of those things successfully. Duke did convince Click that he could see in the dark, despite being absolutely not able to do that. So Click, with his elven eyes, guided him through the dark, and they found the item, made their way back up, and on their way up, were greeted by Duke's cat, Raisin. Which is a great name for a cat.
Kitty man.
And Click being the savvy and conniving young lad that he is, decided, this is the perfect distraction. Listen,
generous.
I'm going to give if you're going to let me do the thing, I'm going to be kind to my character.
That's
and
the tax that we pay.
Fair enough.
So stupid Duke. No, I'm just kidding.
Stupid Duke and his
While
burned down
Dahlia
house.
and Mila made their way, the guards upset at them and told them to just sort of shove off, hid in an alleyway and kept eyes on Click and Duke, began really hardening their friendship in this alleyway. Duke and Click were at each other's throats, nearly with knives, hating each other. And in this moment, Click really cemented that hatred as he took Raisin from Duke's hands and threw him to attempt to make some sort of distraction for these guards so they could bolt the opposite direction. Now, that did work because Raisin yelled very loudly as it stepped on some coals. The unfortunate side effect of which, Click had to throw that cat, making a lot of visual noise, and the guards just saw him
Visual noise.
standing there amongst the ashes. And that's where we left off last time, as the guards were racing their way in. We had rolled initiative, and that is where we left
Oh,
off.
did we roll initiative? I don't even remember what we rolled.
I think we might have, but I don't remember
Yeah,
what
well,
we
I don't either. We'll re-roll unless
sounds
Amanda
great.
can tell us in the chat. She might have our initiative rolls from last time. Unfortunately, Benjamin Chaosic had given 1,000, so it'd be 1 for each of us.
Yeah.
But he'd forgotten about Raisin, so he's asked to have all of that transferred to Raisin.
Hey, I get it.
We need that for
Fine with
Raisin.
that.
Now, everybody gets +1, including
I'll
the
give
DM.
my plus
Thank
one
you,
to Raisin.
Benjamin.
I don't care.
Okay, quickly, let's introduce your characters, and we'll get right to the game. Let's start with Duke.
Oh, well. I'm Duke. A little boy.
What a great art, by the way.
I know.
Oh, yes, I forgot. We got so many
so
new
good.
things. The Duke artwork on the screen there, bottom left-hand corner.
Little
Such a
baby
cute
boy.
little
Raised
guy.
with a silver spoon in his mouth. I mean, we all know the feeling from a previous.
Hot in my
Champagne.
style.
Taking a chomp off that flavor.
But now has no home, is dirty, and doesn't like the current circumstances he's in.
All right, Mila.
I don't think you should.
Mila has found her way to Altamira under unknown circumstances and has made a few friends along the way. She's very small, a little too malnourished for her own good, dark skin, dark hair, once again up in a rat's nest with, it's funny because I have a
Perhaps
rat
an
named
actual
Finn,
rat's nest,
and it's
yeah.
great. I love Finn. Big old brown eyes, looking every which way all the time, and
She's like a chameleon.
couple missing. Yeah, nicely done. All right, let's go to Click.
Click is the elven, roguish character of the group. Far too confident. He is the leader. We do know that is true. He has proven that time and time again across the single session and a half that we've played. He is confident, far too confident for his age or skill level. He has a caramely skin, long ears. His hair is flopped over to one side, half colored purple, shaved on one end, and he wears a purple scarf over his face that looks to be the nicest thing he's probably ever seen, let alone somehow wears. And he puts on, yes, false hoods of wealth and goodness with his, yes, wooden rings that look to be silver and gold. And
all fakery.
Yes, but that's all that matters, because if first impressions really paint a picture. So that's Click.
Outstanding. Well done. And last but not least, Dahlia.
I'm Cameron. I'm playing Dahlia. She's just the humble daughter of a merchant woman who lives on the outskirts of town. Just a
Merchant woman. We are.
merchant woman. I don't know what these quotes are all about. Seems dumb. My mom's cool and chill. Yeah. I don't know what these quotes mean. Whatever. You guys don't even know my mom.
We do not know she exists.
You don't even know her. She's great and cool. But yeah, just here in Altamira to sell some wares and be out of my house for 30 moons or whatever.
Like that'd be a good pair of
27
At this point,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like every 12-year-old has to do.
We're on the 26th right now.
All right,
Yeah.
26, writing it down.
Correct. All right, so you're looking at the map right now. We are, of course, in the world of Aihrde, as created by Troll Lord Games, Stephen Chanol, who we featured a couple times in Lore Masters Arcanum with you as well.
He's really cool.
And we are in the free city of Altamira, which exists both in Greyhawk and in Aihrde. And that box set content from Lord Gazumba is coming out next year. But you can see here on the map, if you look on the map, Altamira will be nestled on the new map that comes out right here in the Bald Mountains, just west of the Twilight Woods. And that is where we begin today's game. So, party. After the cat is thrown and hits the coals, shoots about 4 feet straight in the air. You hear the pads of its paws as it leaps off of the coals.
Fine.
And the guards, hey, halt! Who goes there? And with that, we go to initiative.
So are we doing two separate initiative groups since we're a little far apart?
Yes, we're going to do two separate groups for each of you.
We got this.
Do you want me to roll or do you?
You can go ahead.
My hands are sweating.
Mine too.
That's not bad. I got a 3.
That's not bad.
Oops,
For
sorry.
Mila and Dahlia.
I have a 3. You have a 3?
We have 3.
Reroll again.
Reroll. You got this.
I'll keep my 3 for you guys. 4. 4. Roll again.
Okay. 5.
5.
All right, you guys have it. Now, you roll for your group.
Unless I would like to bring about my unabashed gall.
I thought about that, and while I do like it, I don't know that we would
This might not be the right
consider
circumstance for it.
lawless per se, although being in there is lawless. The act with the cat is not necessarily lawless.
Okay,
As much
no, I'm
as it
into
is
it.
inhumane.
Are you feeling lucky?
I don't feel feeling lucky.
It's just a D6. Initiative roll. You're trying to beat John rolled a 4, so. It's alright, I'll roll it next time.
3.
Okay. Oh, 3, then you roll again. We tied.
Initial was a 3.
I have a 1 this time.
Was 3.
6.
3. As the plodding steps of the guard.
Somebody said music is very loud.
The music is very
It's
loud.
also quite loud in here, too.
Yeah.
It sounds okay to me in here, but I'll turn that down. Is that better? Okay.
Shall see.
It is a bit loud. How's that? Is that better? It sounds a little quiet in here.
How do you like
actually,
the taste
but
of that?
It was a little
They said
loud.
bitch.
is that still too loud?
It's okay. We'll get loud here in a second,
Testing.
I'm sure.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Waiting.
Hearing
4, 5, 6.
voices.
Much better.
Much. Oh, nice.
That's much better.
Much
Great.
better.
Great.
Okay. All right.
Let's do it.
All right. So you hear the footsteps of their mail armor as they come rounding around the corner. Let's start with the two of you. What are you doing?
So all we heard was, can we see them now from where we are?
Yeah, you see them running sort of towards you, but in an angle.
Okay.
Do they music is climbing back up?
What's that?
They said music is climbing back
No,
up.
well, no, the music's not climbing back up.
Oh, okay.
It could just be the
swell.
the swell of the orchestra. But if it's loud here, I will. It's just the music
it's just
itself.
part of the song.
Yeah, it's part of the song. But hang on,
Unfortunate. There it is.
I can turn it down for them.
No, it's real quiet.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
All right, that's gonna be this one.
Texting about this.
Yeah, we know exactly what we want to do.
Except I also
Okay.
have no idea.
Yeah, we don't know
That
what's
should
actually
be
around us.
even
We just have
lower.
ideas for what we could do.
Yep.
All right. Let's just wait a moment. I don't want this to be a distraction to the rest of the game.
Seems like the people are vibing.
Good as well.
Great. Good level.
Yeah.
Oh, good level.
Good level.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna. If it's loud, just maybe turn it down a little bit, and we'll try to talk over it. It shouldn't be. I can tweak more at the break, but I don't want to keep.
Yep.
I've got
That's
it down.
it.
I
about it.
promise we're all very loud people.
And
Indeed.
and in fact, also,
Weirdly loud people.
I might be able to kick off that
just
sound set in
excitable,
particular.
that's all.
Maybe just getting a little
too.
bit. Let me try.
For sure.
Wrong one. Usually it alternates. Let's do this one. Okay. All right. So, what are you doing?
Do they see us?
They're running quite quickly. We'll do a.
Try throw an arm up and just kind of wiggle it.
So you actually, so you're running straight ahead. You can your head kind of swivels over to the guards. As you're kind of looking back and forth, you see Dahlia in the alleyway waving her arm.
Yeah, my eyes aren't on anything other than the guards.
Yeah.
So.
That's my name. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I got it. Yeah, do your thing.
Should we get a running
Looking
head start?
around, is there like a flower pot near us or something,
Yeah.
or like
Barrels,
a bucket,
buckets.
or like anything?
Absolutely. This is. You're in the upper quarter. This is the estate area of Altamira,
Okay.
and so there are not only several gorgeous plants which are in the ground, but there are potted plants and vases that are actually left out here in public because they're so well protected.
Looking at them, do they look heavy?
You can find one that's heavy, sure.
Or can I find one that is
we can carry?
Yes, you could find. You could find. I rolled quite well for you. You find whatever size, sort of medium-sized pot you want.
Okay.
I pick up one and I look to Mila and I'm like, I'll pick up another. I don't want to break this because it's really pretty, but we might need to. Let's go. And start running.
Hey, we're just gonna hustle with these pots in arms.
Okay. All right. And what are the two of you doing?
Running the
Okay.
opposite direction of the guards.
All right. So,
Towards
you're
us.
going toward them or toward a different alleyway?
I mean, I guess towards them.
With
If
running
you
trees?
have told me that's the I guess there's running trees. We're going towards the trees.
But stay in the
The
shadows.
pots. We're
It's
going towards the potted
camouflage.
plants.
Yeah, it's great.
No one can see us like this.
Hey, if they try to hit us, maybe we can block it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pot is like a shield.
The guards, they come around the corner and they do see you as you're disappearing in the alleyway.
Who?
The two of you disappearing into the alleyway.
Yeah, I mean-
Guards?
Yeah, they saw the movement. Now they've come around the corner. They see you and they start running. Stop! Stop! You there! Stop! In the name of the Lord!
You can't tell me what to do. I'm a free citizen of Altamira.
Not for long. Initiative again. The group. It's a one group now. You're all
okay.
the
I rolled higher than you.
You who won?
That's why you guys
We
got
all
into
won.
the alleyway before they got around.
You tied it, so you don't.
Yeah.
You
We tied
beat
it.
it.
Yeah, I beat
Roll.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
Five.
Five.
That's good.
All right, you have initiative.
Yes.
All right, so what do you do? You just run?
So when they're like kind of coming around the corner, I want to see if I can throw the pot to make it sound like they broke something in a different direction than to where we're about to run.
Okay, so you're
Like, so we're going around a corner.
So like
we're
there's
gonna
a T.
keep going.
You throw it this way, we run
Yes.
left.
Yeah.
Okay, so you come to the first intersection, and it is dark in between these alleyways. The street lights are lit, but they don't kind of go down the alleyways. So you can go left or right. Left will take you back toward the merchant quarter and the low quarter. Right will take you. Okay, so you
Going
hang a
left,
left,
and I'm gonna throw it right.
and you throw the pot to the right. Okay. What about you? Do you?
I'm holding on.
You hold on to your
I'm
pot.
holding on.
And
might
I'm
need
trying to
another
get streets and find shadows, the darkest of possible alleyways to keep us down. That way we can lose sight of them.
Okay. All right.
I want to kind of stay towards like not the. Yeah, I would say probably towards the back of the group, and I assume that carrying something while I'm running would make that happen naturally.
Right.
but-
Right. So you kind of drift toward the back,
Yeah.
and let me make a perception check for the guards.
I love this mental image of you just running.
Yeah, stop. The great part is if we get to the edge and I haven't used it, I'll just have to like put it down.
down
Just be
gently,
like,
and then just keep going.
Okay. So as you are running, the pot shatters. And you make your way left. Now, do you keep going down the main street? The streets are empty at this time of
If
night.
we can duck again.
Yeah, I'm
to
not
another
taking
alley,
streets,
'cause
I'm
we
taking
don't want to.
alleys.
Try to make a duck to the next alleyway.
We don't want to keep straight, because then they'll see us
Okay.
if they turn the
Yeah.
corner.
All
As
right.
many sight lines as I can put.
All right,
between us and them.
you're a few steps behind. So what are you doing?
I'm following them.
Okay. And
Shouldn't I know like secret like
Yeah.
hiding spots because I'm from there? So
I mean,
He's a little rascal boy.
you know,
Come on.
you know places that are obscured. You know, they're good places to hide. So
A good set of bushes to hide in, maybe.
yeah. So I'll let you. In fact, go ahead and make a knowledge geography check. So roll d20.
And just
You
add
got
your
some pluses,
intelligence.
too.
Aren't we all like not smart right now? No, our
You've got-
intelligence is.
Yeah. And you've got a
don't wanna
bonus
use
anyway.
Do you want to use any pluses? This might be really good. We're gonna lose it.
all right, I'll
true.
+4.
Go to jail.
Oh wow. Okay.
You know what?
Silver spoon right in your mouth. You said I am not an outside.
I don't
I'm
know
an
what's
indoor
wrong with
kid.
this guy.
That's a
I've never
nat
once
one.
gone on the
I
streets.
need you to roll again. Oh my god. Oh, you rolled a 20 on the ground, by the way.
Another
+4.
+1.
+4, 11.
Another +1.
Yep. Thank you, Renreb.
Well, it's actually
All right.
only
So
2 +1s.
All right. So
Now it's yes. Make them all pluses. Great.
you go ahead. You role play. You know, between the two houses up ahead, there's the Winchester House, which is one of the largest mansions.
+1.
And there are typically some.
that a play?
There's some bushes right along the side that you've hidden in before.
Anachronism.
So tell everyone.
Follow me.
All right, I'll let you run ahead.
Well, I need his eye, so I grab his hand.
Well, I mean, we're getting towards street lamps, so I think it's getting kind of. All right, well,
You said you were using your
I
stupid
try to
eyes.
let go, but you hold really tight.
I'm like, there's some tension. I'm like,
Yeah, we're gonna like glance at each other and then just keep going.
happened.
Yeah, the audio cutting out is not your fault. There's something that's cut out twice here on my end. It's something with the new audio levels. We'll keep tweaking that. It's not you guys, it's me. Okay, so Duke says, I know a place. You dart around the corner.
Oh no.
The bushes have been freshly shorn. That's your nat one.
Oh, not the.
The guards, you hear
Freshly shorn
you hear their
bushes.
footsteps in the background, and then you hear, it's just a pot. They went the other way. And now you hear the footsteps coming back this direction.
Is there-
And you're looking at these puny little, like, pruned back.
Is there a house nearby that might have a better place to
Yeah.
hide, like around the back of the corner of the house or
Okay, so
something?
you're gonna run
similar?
around the backside of the
Yeah.
Winchester
Like if
house.
they're coming around this way, I want to loop around
Yeah,
them. Maybe
okay.
even get behind them.
Okay.
Benny Hill
Oh, so you're gonna loop back around this way?
Yes, and actually run the way the pot broke.
Okay. You run around the back of the house. Roll d6 again. Another initiative you won last time.
No.
Oh, you okay? I have a 5 on the die.
Ah!
Good try.
You run around the edge, but your foot is still trailing a bit because you're still carrying that pot. There she is!
Hit him with it.
And they saw the direction you went. Now they're
Yeah.
coming around that side of the house.
Are they like right behind me?
No, they're the length of a
Opposite
house
corners.
behind you.
Okay.
You're opposite corners.
Okay, opposite corners. I mean, I guess.
Why do we have
Head it
trees
down, they'll trip
anyway?
over.
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna kind of
really
like.
wondering.
We're right at the corner of the house. I'm gonna kind of just like haphazardly throw the pot behind me, just like, bam, like not attempting to like shatter it, but just like kind of lean it on its side to create an obstacle for them.
Okay, all right, you set that
That's
down.
great.
then I
Right
just
out
keep
of
running.
sight around the corner?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. And then so you guys move and you're looping back around the same way you came to go back down that alley.
I'm still trying to put as many sight lines.
So like you're now back facing the burnt down house. You come all the way around the Winchester house. Now Beauregard's house, burnt down, is right there. The alleyway that you just went through is to your left.
Beauregard.
I mean, we kind of gotta go straight. We can try to lose them again through
Yeah, maybe
some other stuff.
we'll go by the house. We'll go by the burnt house and maybe try and use the embers and the smoke that's still there to get lost of them.
Okay, all right. Stop in the name of the law! You hear one of them.
I like cringe and I'm like, those flowers are just so nice.
You hear the plate armor clatter on the ground, and he's groaning. Now one is chasing you, but he's closed the distance. You duck around the corner. We roll initiative again.
Not me.
DM has a 6 this
I have
time.
a 2.
Full-grown man. He's closing on you.
Okay.
He's now half a
I
house
should have.
behind.
No, wait. A half a house. He sees us clearly.
Yes, he sees you. As he comes around the corner, he sees you.
We're not going to be able to make distance, I don't think, to get sight lines between us, perhaps. So we might have to do something, but...
Are there more pots? Because we're going back towards where we came. Were there more pots?
Yeah, I mean,
Can I just roll
How
it
about
behind
I had one of those weapons, those throwing things. Can I throw one at him?
Kong, where you have,
you have
Mario,
them
you
tucked away in your
jump
purse that you would have to
over.
stop.
Could I try and throw my sling at his foot while we're running?
Yeah, you would take a few seconds. You'd give up about half the space that you have now.
For me personally, but not
Yes,
them.
for that. If they keep running, it would
I'm
just be
okay
for
with
you.
that.
Okay. All right. So you stop as he comes running. Roll to hit.
I'm going to
Use
use
the pluses, baby.
5 of them to get advantage.
Okay. Is it 5 or it is 5?
Yeah.
Pat said the giggles sound like what kids would do if they did something like that.
Ooh, that's really good.
22.
All right. Thunk. You hit. Roll damage.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Yeah.
so on
Ran
my...
his ankle.
Oh, that's terrible.
3 damage.
Okay.
That's max on my damage dice.
That's very good.
Wham! You hit him sort of right in the side of the neck.
Not again.
I was down for the knee.
Yeah, it was,
God, for
he lets out a.
Okay, I should know a secret entrance in my house, like from the outside.
No, there were no secret entrances
It's also
to your
burned
house
down.
that come from.
The outside?
No.
Oh.
No.
Why not?
Because that would not be safe. Your house was secure. All entrances to the house were inside the house, not.
I disagree,
Okay.
but that's okay.
All right, so what are you doing? Quickly, what are you
I'm gonna
doing?
grab a handful of pebbles. I don't know. Well, this is probably sort of. The ground, I'm guessing, is not just like gravel. Like
No,
it's a nice
but again, you
area,
have
but-
landscaping.
Then
Some
I'm
of the
gonna
pots
grab
have.
some gravel, and I'm going to, as we kind of try and turn a corner, scatter it towards the house. So it sounds like we might have run across the house instead of the direction that we're about to go. Once again, deception, please.
Okay.
Be deceived.
Please be deceived.
Please be deceived.
All right. And so you're throwing the pebbles on the ground, correct?
Yeah, I'm kind of like trying to scatter it so it sounds like multiple things hitting the
Okay.
ground since there are multiple of us.
All right. Click. Now you do the stone and then you turn and run again.
Yeah, what I think I'm gonna shout forward, keep it smooth! And you remember when I told you to keep it smooth, it meant keep quiet, and I'm going to change direction from them.
All right. So as they head left, you're going to go right.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. You head back that way. Click hangs a right.
Can we notice that he does this?
Well, you're running in the opposite direction. Just do a passive
Do you want
perception
me to
here.
roll? 'Cause-
No, none of you
passive.
notice it.
Okay.
Your eyes are ahead. Duke is looking for some place to hide, not the bushes which were recently pruned back, and you don't notice that Click goes the other direction. Click, as the guard comes around, the pebbles do not distract him. However,
It's fine.
he hits them and his feet go out from underneath him. He slams his head to the ground.
I take every opportunity to bolt.
And you just kinda
To the gates.
Yeah,
I
where's it
think
going?
so.
Where's-
And I know
That
the
is also
way.
where I am going.
Yeah.
Okay, great, awesome.
Also, I think Dahlia, as we're running, would say, like, when we get back to the gates, we have
Music
to
does seem a
pretend
bit
like
loud still, by the way.
nothing is wrong.
Well,
We have
so
to
the
walk
music
real
levels
slow.
in the room are different than what they hear. I have two
Yeah, it
separate
is kind
controls.
of loud for me personally
Yeah, okay,
too, because I'm
gotcha.
kind of having
She's
a
gonna
talk
start like
loud,
taking
but-
deep breaths to try and like calm her
Yeah.
heart rate, which is just.
I
All
think,
right.
yeah, Dahlia would say, like, as we get closer, we gotta not run. No, they don't like running. They don't like it when you run out of
that's,
here.
That's
It
heavy.
makes it
and
look
it's-
scary.
Yeah, and we're not scary.
We're not
just
scared.
little-
I'm not scared.
We're just little kids.
I'm not scared.
In moments, Click, you're darting through, and you guys, you come around the corner, you're still running, and then you realize you no longer hear the sounds of the guard, just the rush of your own breath in your ears, and you
Where's
look
Click?
around, you see no sign of Click.
Where's Click?
He'll find us. I trust him.
I mean, we did see that the guard fell.
No.
You heard
did
it.
it.
You
We
heard it. You heard a
it.
crash.
Okay.
And you heard me laugh really loud.
So we can assume.
Just one sharp ha!
So we can assume. We can wait at the gates and hope that he comes, and if he doesn't come, then we might be able to. We'll think about it from there. It'll be fine. It's fine, right? It's fine. We're fine. It's great. Good job, everyone. Did you find the thing that you were looking for?
Yes. And I have it under my.
Great. I would
Mission
say,
successful?
Do you want to put it in my backpack?
No.
Okay.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Maybe don't make it look like you stole something so much. Because you didn't. But if the guards see you walk out of here, they might think that maybe you stole something. I don't want them
I'll
to
be
think
fine.
that. Okay.
Thanks.
It's just like, it seems like there's a lot there, so it's just like, all right. Okay.
Okay, so do you make your way back to the low quarter?
To the, if we can, yes.
All right.
I think by the time we're past like the gate proper and we're in kind of like the merchant district, I would feel more comfortable walking slowly there. But I'm just trying to get past the guards that, like who let us in the first place and just be like, thank you so much. I appreciate you helping us. Thank you. And would just kind of like give them a nice nod and keep on my way.
Weren't there four of you?
Yeah, he skinned his knee, but he's on his way. He's coming. Do you want us to wait over there for him?
Perhaps that's best.
Okay.
Okay.
I am making my way to that gate.
Yeah.
All right, so you stand there for a few minutes, and then you see Click, and he's kind of like
Yeah,
swaggering.
John, I was gonna say, you know exactly what I was doing.
Go ahead, you were-
I literally, like sweep my hair
my
over to the one
gosh.
side and just walk up. Knock, knock, varlets. Oh, sorry. Hello.
What? Knock, knock? What does that mean?
Tell you later.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we look and I just nod at them again and say thank you, and then
Have a good night.
keep going.
All right. They give you another sort of. They're still not sure why they let you through.
I give them like a really big smile, and I'm just like thanks.
You're welcome. Now get home quickly. It's late out, and
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
it's dangerous on these streets, children.
I was like, I know.
All right. So in moments, you find yourselves back in the low quarter. Both moons are high, and
The moment
you
we're
cut-
past the gates, I
Yes.
take a very deep breath of the stinky low quarter air.
yes, you can smell that fresh aroma of chamber pots and overly salted and burnt mutton. Just the drying clothes on the lines as you walk through the streets of Altamira by night.
Mila looks like she is about to just start jumping from the excitement that she feels about the fact that we did it and that you guys did it and that this is super cool because we all did it together and that's awesome.
I look
guys
at
did
you and I
great.
say, Chat her down, Mila. It's all right.
Sorry. I just and you and then the pot and then you it was really cool.
I think Dahlia is just like, what's Duke doing as they are
I'm
kind of
just,
walking?
I'm very, just have my hood. I'm just,
Pulled down.
you know, I just saw my house burnt down, so I'm just kind of quiet.
And you still see the big tracks of tears down his face, and he's just got the thing clutched. And as you're walking through the low quarter, here there's still some activity by night. You hear women of the night kind of calling out from windows, and occasionally the drunk on the street staggers past. But as you get closer to the Pence and Pages, you see the
What is that?
that's the bookstore.
Bookstore.
The bookstore.
Oh.
The pens and
Pen,
pages.
it's pence for pages.
Oh,
Yeah,
pence for pages.
for pages.
Oh,
yeah.
Pence
That
for
is
pages.
For pages.
I like that.
And so you click. You're about to turn the corner, and your keen eye, you pull back. You saw Deke and 3 of his boys walking up the street, headed this direction, and you could see they're looking.
Yeah, I'll pull them into an alleyway and...
What happened?
Keep it smooth.
That's right, Duke. It means shut your bone box.
Yeah, I reckon we need to find a place.
I mean,
Where's
we
our
still-
place? Where is it?
I mean, they're kind of coming the direction that the place is, but I'm sure
It's
we can
fine.
sneak around.
I'll take you around.
Okay.
And we'll take a back route or something, maybe get behind them or something.
All right, so you move around to the side. And you do manage to avoid them. In moments, you're in the alleyway toward the back of the Pence for Pages. Again, Mila pulls the grate back. And anything else you're doing before you go down?
Making sure Finley gets down safe.
He scurries, and you notice, like, as you were running, he is now taken to any time that you're moving too quickly, he just scurries right up your leg and perches on your shoulder.
Absolutely. I was probably about to cry of happiness when he did it while we were running, but it was a very tense
Yeah,
situation.
it happened so quickly you didn't notice it the first time, and then when you slow, he always he clearly likes to be ambulatory of his own will.
Independent young man.
Yeah, exactly. But then anytime you start moving quickly, you see he just scurries up your leg. In moments, you're back down and you move inside. You can still hear the caterwauling of the drunks down at the Salty Dog, and you head beneath into your little hideout.
I'm going to take my the loose cloth that I use for my sling and fill it with a bunch of loose pebbles, smaller rocks, and tie it around the grate so that if someone opens it, it'll clatter all the rocks down and we know.
Okay, very nice. Very nice. All right, so you tie the rocks there.
Just in case they happen to get wise to where we're at.
All right, and you strike a small candle, and as you're now beneath in the cellar, I'll pull this up for everyone to be able to see. In moments, as you sit around the table, Click somehow in all of that manages to reach beneath his cloak, and he produces a large wedge of cheese and a huge round of bread that he nicked somewhere remarkably in the chase, and
Heck yeah.
sets it on the table with a smirk.
Well, butter me
When did
biscuits.
you-
How'd you get that?
She's immediately like putting the lamp on the table and just like mouth watering.
I said it was good.
I don't think he bought it.
I
Do
didn't
you
buy
buy
it.
your food? I mean, I know that most people are supposed to buy their food, but you know, you have to go.
Stealing's bad.
Well,
Listen, all right. You can have your opinions if you want, but we did it.
I'm immediately gonna peel
Well, I am
a
hungry.
little bit of cheese off the block and put some down for Finley. Like on a I'm sure I found some sort of quarter or something that I can
Sure.
put it on as a plate for him. And so I'll put that down for him. Maybe like a little bit of, it's like a little charcuterie
Yeah.
board, but there's just 2 items.
Just for a rat.
Just for a rat. And I'll put
Yeah,
it
so
down for him.
you have a little copper pence, and you put it down. And that first time in, again, 40 years of DMing, we have a charcuterie board for a rat in my game.
Mind your business.
Yeah.
No one else can have it.
This is what happens when you get collegiate players in your game, right? 2022 collegiate kids. They're going to make a charcuterie board. All right, so you put them down, and little whiskers, and he stops and he just looks up at you, and the most expressive look you've ever seen in the eyes of a rodent. You see gratitude, and then he goes back.
Gratitude.
Gratitude? Don't encourage the mad chatters. They don't need help.
Mila's
But
just
they
beaming
love
as she takes a slice. She doesn't want to take too much because she doesn't know how much you guys are going to eat, and she
Listen,
doesn't want to.
let's reward ourselves with the spoils, including Duke. I know that was quite a lot, but what did we get from your little, box there? You dragged me into that house with you. I want to know what we got.
I don't think it was necessarily
You.
dragged.
I also don't think.
I'll take my bread and cheese and go over. And
You're
Go to a
welcome.
corner.
I think Duke got it from Duke's house, so I don't think we got anything. But if you want to share with us what you found as a friend and not as a way of like we own it, I think that's okay.
No, I mean, I got
But
that
if
from
you're not
Duke's house.
ready,
If I wasn't there,
that's
Duke
okay
wouldn't have
too.
gotten it.
It's been a long day. Maybe we should let Duke relax for a second.
That's fair.
There is a lot of chatter.
We do have a lot of heat on us.
Yeah, we've kind of done two big things in one day, and
It's
that's
not
kind of exciting.
your box.
It's a simple day for me.
Is this what you usually do?
Every day.
That's so cool.
I know. Exciting life. Every day.
I typically
I take a grab of bread and a grab of cheese. I go sit in the corner.
Okay, Duke sullenly moves over to the corner, squats down with bread and cheese.
They're trying to determine if
Yeah,
I'm
can
lying.
I like make some sort of like
Sure, go ahead.
inside
Roll, yeah,
check?
roll
I'm very
insight check, roll
gullible, so I
D20.
absolutely believe you.
Oh, a D10 or a D20?
D20.
That's a 2.
A 2.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll deception, I guess,
yeah.
or bluff.
That's a 7. I don't think
and
my
I
wisdom
walk
is
off.
No, yeah, so you
Click is such
you suspect he's being overly humble.
What other, like, do you have any stories about the other things that you've done? I'm a big fan of stories. She
Maybe
takes
one
her-
day you'll learn it.
She's just gonna look at Dahlia and go,
Listen, that was quite impressive what we all did back there.
So cool.
That was.
I hate that.
No, it's like you have to play. You have to role play it, Cameron. No matter how much in real life you would hate this.
That
Lexi would be ripping his throat out right now.
Real Cameron has a needle for your balloon.
Yep.
Dahlia is.
Dahlia's just
Dahlia's pumping the balloon up more.
This is great.
That was
my friends are
impressive
so
what we all did
talented.
back there. Mila, Dahlia, genius moves, really. I might have some room for you in my organization.
What's your organization?
I've been trying to put a little band together for a while, been putting my
I just huff
feelers out,
in
you
the
know.
corner.
Duke's already a member.
Oh, wow. Wait, how come Duke got
is that what his reaction is? Does he laugh?
How long has Duke been a member? Why didn't we know?
He's rather new.
Okay.
How long have you guys known each other?
Longer than I care.
Keep it smooth.
What does that mean?
All in good time, you will learn the lingo of the organization.
I don't know how to
Keeping
keep
it
myself smooth.
Keeping it
Do
smooth.
you just like?
Watch this. I'm gonna keep it smooth.
Okay. She'll like mimic.
I don't think I like
Am I
this.
smooth yet?
Now, see, that's not very smooth of you.
Oh,
Oh, it's a talking thing.
is it a talk? Oh, why smooth? Why
couldn't
wouldn't you just say be
shh?
quiet?
That's not even working.
Y'all are so loud! Oh my god! I just want to go to sleep. I just want to go to sleep. Ugh.
I
Just
should
sit over cross-legged.
go into my bag and take out a blanket and just like kind of mosey over and just kind of wrap it around Duke.
What are Hello?
I mean, you said you were gonna sleep. It can get cold in here, and so having a blanket's nice.
Yes. I wish I had my blanket. I turn around. And I get my box out.
All right. Mila, do you stay there or do you go back? You watching? All right, Duke.
I think she was about to say something, but he like takes it out, and she's like, she like debates whether she should turn away.
I mean, he's
or
not
look.
looking. He did say he turned around.
She'll like glance and then feel really bad, and then just turn and walk away.
Mila turns and walks away. Duke, you pull the box out, and it looks like it's made of a cherry wood. It's burnished, a nice color, has brass banding, and a heavy brass lock on the front.
Oh, man. Gosh, dang it!
And she'll like turn around. Huh? What? Is everything okay?
Keep it smooth. Keep it smooth.
I think I see a new blue box shirt coming.
Keep smooth.
I am excited to teach you all thieves can't through just listening to me speak it.
And I can't wait for us to butcher
Butcher it. More than I'm already butchering it.
It's a real give a telephone.
Yeah.
Gosh, I hate Click. Now I'm gonna have to ask his help. I'm gonna start fiddling with it because I really don't want to ask his help.
Okay, you start. All right, what are the rest of you doing?
Oh, you're over with him for just a second, so I'll. What did you think of that move of me splitting off from the group there?
I didn't like it. It
Why?
did work, but I didn't like it.
Well, you know the difference
that's
between
okay.
madness and genius.
What is it?
Success.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Just doing mental arithmetic.
You just think for far
a
too long.
while.
Yeah. I guess that could be.
Was
Why don't we eat some food?
yes.
Get a little bit.
Just absolutely
Refueled.
demolishes it.
We're probably gonna need to wait down here for a couple of days.
Okay.
Do we need to make this last?
I can go up and get some from the bobet.
Okay, I could help. I'm small. It's easy for people to not see me.
See, but those guards didn't see my face, so I'm perfectly hidden.
Even from
I say with a bright purple scarf and purple hair
yeah, I was
and
gonna say,
extremely recognizable.
from Deke?
Haven't seen
Maybe not from Deke, but
purple-haired person before.
How did you do that anyway?
Like no.
How do you make hair purple?
I've got my methods.
Why do you have to be
born
so
with
mysterious
purple
all the
hair?
time?
If you really want to know, I stole some liquor from a guy and mashed up a bunch of berries and then poured my hair into it and waited a while.
That's pretty cool.
That's really cool.
It
I
worked
never
really
thought of
great,
that.
though,
it looks
right?
Great.
How long ago
It's
was
very
that?
pretty.
It's like 3 days ago.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's really.
It does look pretty ratty at this
Can I
point,
touch
though.
it? I think I don't.
It does kind of stick a little.
I'll get like a little.
Dahlia,
Yeah?
come here.
Okay. Just kind of lumber over. And I sit down, and before you even say anything, I think I sit, if you would allow it, directly in front of you. And then I just kind of sit there for a second. And without, like, looking at the box or even paying any mind. Hey,
I need a needle
Um,
or something
Check your Discord.
small.
I could probably find something like that. But before that, I'm really sorry that everything happened the way that it happened today. I bet that was really scary. And I hope that you know that however you're feeling is okay. I won't make you talk about it anymore, but if you ever want to, you can.
I just need to open this.
Okay.
I dump out my backpack. It's like so much sound, and I'm just like looking around for like anything small and sharp.
I messaged you back, John, by the way.
Okay, all right.
Some sort of like, I don't know if I would have a needle, but maybe something vaguely
like
sharp.
something.
Pin.
Yeah, something. I start helping you look.
Yeah.
Do we find anything?
You would for sure find like a lumpy shaped stuffed animal that like is like very poorly sewn together, and like just other baubles and trinkets like acorns from 5 years ago, like just weird little things.
What is this stuff? Not right now.
Okay.
Looking. Look! I need to find something.
Yeah, just kind of flying through all of it.
We just hear Duke turn to a demon for a second in the corner.
Like a little hair clip or something.
Click just chuckles a little bit to himself at the table.
I mean, yeah, you would have like, whatever you would want to have for grooming, hairpins or something
Yeah,
like that would be
sure.
fine. Huh?
I take one and it's got like a little flower at the end of it.
Thank you. Then I
What
start
are you doing?
trying to jab the lock.
Over in the corner still?
Yes.
Do you want any help?
Not Click's help. I want to do it myself.
Okay. Well, don't
He's a
break
thief,
it.
and I don't want him knowing what's
This
in my
is a
box.
small room. You hear that?
Yeah, like it's echoing slightly.
You hear that?
And when
I don't want to click.
when Duke says he's a thief, I say, thanks.
Probably
you
stole
guys
stuff from my house.
Are you guys in a fight?
He's just getting on my nerves.
That's okay. You've been through a lot today. We're all new friends. That's pretty normal.
I miss my friends.
Well,
I don't know where I am. I don't like this place. I just need to open my box. I miss my family.
The second I hear the crying, I just like lean forward and would like lanky arms kind of like put to the shoulders. And if like Duke would allow it, I would just like pull him into a hug. But if he is kind of like a little
My arms
stiff,
are at my side.
I wouldn't. Yeah. But I just
Just get flopped into Dahlia.
yeah.
At this point, Mila's pulled out some paper and a very ratty quill, and some ink that seems like way too old to like actually be good, and so it's kind of jelly as she's
Oh,
she's starting to draw a picture.
Nice. Click
She's just eating. while
takes
drawing.
out the handful of silver coins that he straight up stole from Dahlia when her money was on the ground.
Right.
And will count one to each side. You notice he's not necessarily counting. He's just 1, 1, 1, 1, and splitting the coins. And he'll take his quarter of the wheel of cheese and quarter of the bread loaf and cut it in half and set one to one side and one to the other and eat one half of it and leave the other half. And that's what he does for a while. With his knife, he also picks at his teeth a little bit, gets some cheese out.
Don't accidentally cut your lips, please, or your gums. It hurts.
I would never. Oh, sorry.
Oh God.
And what's odd about it as you watch it is, you could presume that he's cutting the food perhaps to save for later.
Yeah.
But he actually separates his own coin into two separate piles as well.
I even set the cheese and bread on top of the coin after I'm done with
You
the coin.
set it on top of the coin.
Yeah.
Precarious.
And I scoop it into.
Ew.
Is that just for later?
Oh, no. That's for the guild.
You have to give things to the guild?
It's part of being a guild. Technically, I've got a pretty important job.
What is your job?
I help the rest of the supplicants do what they do.
Which
Like-
is
Beg on the street?
Keep to your box, Duke.
keep it smooth.
No.
Click.
We gather as a group so that we can thrive as a group. Part of that is me assisting in the thriving.
And they assist you?
Most of the time. The Bobet's part of that.
The Bobette's really nice. There's been a lot of places I haven't been able to get food like the Bobette.
You mentioned wanting to go out, and
You did also manage to procure lice there, so.
yeah, maybe not the best.
All right. Can I pick up my box and go slam
is
it
the
on the
only
table?
part I am talking about that is
Do
sure.
I open it? Do I get close to opening?
No, not even close.
How, as I look at the box, this dude kind of like pulls it up. Does it look like something that could just be broken? It's made out of wood?
I mean, you could try. You can tell it's nice, solid cherry wood with metal banding. You
Is
can
it
try.
banding just on the sides and then
Yeah,
in
like
the
the
middle,
top and
or-
the sides?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Is it a padlock?
Yeah.
Okay. But we're
I start breathing
Yeah,
hard.
we're not.
And Duke comes walking back over and he's holding this box.
I slam it on the table.
Oh, be careful.
smooth, Duke, smooth.
There is someone.
Deke's still looking around.
I don't care.
We've got heat
I
on
should
us.
also potentially, once again, just add in that there is someone living above us as well.
Is it stone above us or wood?
Stone.
Great.
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay, Click. Can you pick the lock, Click,
Oh, need a little bit of help this time, huh?
without opening it?
Can't do it yourself?
Pick it, Click.
I mean, there is a reason why he's asking you to do it. I can assume it's because
I get down really
the
close to the
tension
lock.
could just be cut by a knife. Oh my gosh.
You get down close to the lock.
Close to
okay.
the lock. I look at it, learn nothing from it. I'm doing this for show.
Sure,
I'm
right.
looking at the lock, and then I get up and say, I know these locks.
Then open it.
All right. Is there a loose piece of metal somewhere in here, like a thin rod of metal? Of
Well,
some-
you see,
I have
she's
a
holding a
hairpin.
hairpin.
something
from-
harder than that.
I mean, there's nothing inside this place.
I mean, I have a
like
little.
a nail or
I have a little
No,
dagger.
I'm looking for like a rod, not something too long or thick, but something I could maybe pry the padlock off of.
Oh.
No, there's nothing like that down here.
Oh, you don't know how to pick a lock.
I don't have my tools on me, Duke. I might need to go gather some stuff.
Oh, how convenient. The bragger of all braggers.
Convenient indeed.
And
as-
you don't even have your tools.
I'm really confused right now. Like, so
He brags, and he has nothing.
When
I
you
don't
say
think
I have
any of
nothing,
us-
you notice I get visibly sad.
I think Dahlia kind of like looks at Duke and is like, I don't think really any of us have much of anything.
I have plenty.
Really? Then where are your tools? A lock picker.
They're with my friend Gather.
Oh, Gather. Nice name.
That's a cool name.
that is a cool name.
No, it's not.
Conveniently,
It's
I need to
alright.
I'm
speak to
mad.
them
What?
in the morning.
Well, he has your tools. A lock picker should always have their tools.
Can we stop fighting? Maybe?
They should be your prized possession so you can pick locks wherever you go and go into the rich corner and steal from people.
I'll stop fighting if you apologize for dragging me into that place and blaming me for it.
And what?
Blaming me. You
Dragging you
wanted
into
a-
what place?
Your house. We almost got caught by guards.
You were gonna go there and rob my house.
Not once I realized it was guarded.
Oh,
You
but then
wanted to
once
go
you
in anyway.
realized it's guarded, then you didn't want to go in there for my stuff?
How was I supposed to know that from beyond the walls?
But you were gonna go in there to rob my house.
Yes, I
Oh
was
my
going
God.
to go in there and rob your house.
Oh, Click.
I didn't know it was your house. And those rich snobs that live up there
Yeah,
deserve to
those
share
rich
a little
snobs
bit
are
more.
me!
Well, not anymore, it seems.
There's quiet.
I smack him.
Dahlia slams her hand down.
Okay. So let's resolve what just happened. So first of all, roll the hit. You're gonna catch him by surprise here.
Yes,
he
I
didn't see
am.
that
Come
coming.
on,
Is it
roll
my flat-footed
high.
AC?
Roll
Yeah,
high. Dang it! I hate these
Wait,
dice.
what did you roll? You
I
might
hate
still
these
hit it.
dice.
What was your roll?
Six.
Okay, wait. Okay. What's your?
My die suck.
Okay.
Somebody send me die.
As enraged,
You're
you
gonna run out of
actually do.
D20s.
You actually do see this coming. He is so enraged. He actually, like, kind of winds up for the slap, like pulls the shoulder back. You know that's a tell.
I lean back.
For one whose name means what it means, and the hand just goes right past you, and you see this smug look on his face.
I just pick up my thing and just go back to
Dahlia slams her hand on the table.
No. I don't like that.
smooth, and I grab my box.
That's fine to be angry. It's not okay to hit friends.
He's not my friend.
I don't care.
None of you are my friends. And I go over and sit in the corner.
Duke, I'm sorry for hurting your cat. And for what happened to your house.
Do you mean it?
Yes. Because if I had a family like that, I wouldn't like losing it. And Click is crying, but keeping a straight face while doing it.
Aww.
I can help you get that lock open tomorrow. Click pulls the handkerchief up, wipes the tears, solid at the eye line, pulls it down, and they're not there anymore. And he says, "All right, to bed."
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just gonna and she's just gonna go to a corner that already has a blanket that's laid down, and it's like a really raggy blanket. Like there's dirt everywhere. It's very unfortunate, but it's what she has. And she's just gonna kind of sit down on it and put the paper on the wall and keep drawing, just in her corner. I think she might have had like, probably at this point she's cut a corner off of the blanket so that Finley has a blanket himself as well. If he wants it. Sometimes he takes it, sometimes he doesn't.
It depends on the night.
Yeah.
He runs hot, you know?
Yeah.
Click will walk over to Duke, to Mila, and to Dahlia, and with the half of his coin that he had left, we'll have split it into fourths and give it to people.
What? Why? What? Huh?
We share the take.
You guys got money at your house?
I side-eye Dahlia while you're asking me that question. No. I procured it while I was getting the cheese.
I think Dahlia
Awesome.
just like holds her hand up and like I think is just fine with doesn't care.
How
Of,
much
like
is it?
just seems totally okay with receiving what
I don't think we ever said how many coins it is.
We just have some.
John, if you want to tell us how many silver coins we now have individually.
Oh.
Like 3 each or something.
Where are they on
Yeah,
the
hang
table,
on.
or did you give them to me? Or do I know because I'm in the corner?
I'll set them, if you're like curled up, I will set them in front of where you are
each,
curled.
Okay.
you each have
And I put it in my-
3 silver coins,
Great.
Where? Oh, mine.
It's on the
here it
back
is.
side of your character.
and then you have the 12 to provide to gathers.
3 silver coins. Awesome.
And then Click will make his way to a corner, and the corner nearest to the entrance. In fact, the entryway is like a stairway, right? Mm-hmm. He's going to sleep on the stairway with his eyes up, looking towards the stars, and up above the grate.
All right, so Click moves over and does exactly as he said. And Click, as you gaze up into the night sky, you see the stars coming through the grate. You can still see the light of the great moons, and even having run now twice for your life in the same short period of time, knowing that Deke is out there looking for you, knowing that guards have spotted you as well, and knowing that you have a price that must be paid on the morrow, still, it seems to you, this life is good. And each of you, in your own way, restfully falls into slumber. Finn eschews the blanket, but does nuzzle next to you and falls asleep right near you. You fall asleep holding the chest close to you. And Dahlia, you cannot help, as you drift to slumber, wondering what your mother is doing.
I think as I'm heading to bed, I like take out just like a loose bound like stack of papers that looks like it's been like almost sewn together with thread, and there's a little marker at the top, and I make another mark on it, and I put it down, and yeah, I think I kind of like look off towards like where the grate is, just a bit of moonlight coming in, and nod to it, and get ready for bed. I think Dahlia kind of like takes a look at each sort of like corner of the room, and just sits with the fact that this is the most full home she's ever been in.
Before Mila goes to sleep, I want to talk to Duke for a second.
Okay.
First of all, she finished her drawing, which is just a picture of all 4 of them, very crudely drawn. There's like a little hair flip for like Click, lots of dots on the face for Dahlia and a big bag. Duke is pretty much just like shadow for the hood.
Easy to draw on that one.
Yeah.
And then just a little Mila with big old hair and a little rat, of course. But she'll fold that and put it away and just kind of slink over.
But
and
I'm kind of just crying.
she's gonna like kind of back to the wall, slowly slide down it, just to kind of make it known that she's there without saying anything quite yet. I you know, it's a small room, and I couldn't happen to hear all that you've gone through today. And there have been times I know what it's like to not have parents, and it does get easier as it goes on, but it is really hard when it first happens. But if you ever want to talk about it with someone that has gone through it, I can. I'm
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah.
Double check that hoodie after.
Yeah.
Just double check it. Triple check it even.
I'm more than willing to lend an ear. And I won't even have to say anything. I can keep it smooth. If you would like. The thumbs up. Yeah. So she'll just give a little nod and slowly shimmy up the ball and back to her corner.
Okay. Duke doesn't really make an acknowledgement of you except to nod his head occasionally. And
He gave a thumbs up at one point.
oh, that's right. Yes,
I give a thumbs up.
Just
At the keep it
crying and shaking. Just.
All right. And soon you kind of find your spot.
Ah, nice. In the webs. Good.
Honestly, look. I've slept in
Add some
worse
nice silver to the
conditions.
purple. It's good.
And each of you lays down and goes to sleep for the night. As you drift off, each of you have your own thoughts, and it is true, as Dahlia said, even for you, Mila, there is only one among the four of you that does not find the four of you comfort. Each of you in your own way has been alone, whereas Duke, this is his first night away from his family, from his comfortable home. Clearly, he's enjoyed a life of privilege. The spoiled nature of the aristocratic upbringing is all over him, his demeanor, as well as it is present in that silver cup he tried to dip in the brown outside the Bobet Common House. And with that, each of you go to sleep. All right, with that, we're going to go to our one and only break. We're taking a little
Hey, turn the
earlier
lights
today.
down a little bit. I want to see if my hoodie glows.
I don't know if it's gathered enough light yet. but-
Might.
Stand in
It
the
looks
sun during
kind of
the break.
glowy.
Hang on.
Yeah, go stand in the sun.
Here, I'll turn.
Well, the lights have been kind of bright, but I'm curious.
They're actually pretty dim today, but I can turn them down further. I don't. Is it supposed to go?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, here we go then.
You made that, right?
Yeah.
That's what all the. Yeah.
All right. So
Looks great.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
Ooh!
It does.
yeah, it does.
It's hard
It
to tell
does.
because the screen over there.
Well,
but
no,
it
it's
does.
this light right here. Hang on.
Oh, no, not really.
No, it does. I can see it.
Like it.
Yeah.
Slightly.
Yeah, it's glowing. You can
That's
see it's
cool.
Oh,
glowing.
that's cool.
All right. So, hey, thank you, Toriana.
Oh, we're invisible. They can't see us.
So yes, we've definitely had many people making comments about that sweatshirt during the stream today. So we have two giveaways we're going to do today. One, we're going to give away a Tailspire license. Tailspire is the VT2 tool that you're seeing us use today, and so we'll give that away. And in fact, we'll kick that off right now.
You better get in there.
So
Better.
in the chat, type !TS. That's !TS for Tailspire. And we will get that done shortly after the break.
Oh.
And then what do you think there, Duke? Could we do an Overgord sweatshirt as a giveaway? You
Yeah,
probably- you don't have-
it's a lot of work.
it's a lot of work, isn't it?
It is.
So
but
much to cut out on.
I know, there's a lot of weeding on one of those.
Weeding.
So we
Is that
won't
what that's
do this
called?
often, but we will do an Overgord shirt
glowing one.
as a
Really
glowing
cool.
Overgord shirt today as a grand prize. That's the only one of those in existence, isn't it?
Right now.
Yeah, there's only one of those in the wild.
With genuine Duke snot all on the inside of it.
One of a kind.
We'll make another one for you to be sure. But before we go to break, just a couple other things we wanted to mention. We have Greyhawk Awakening coming up on Tuesday night. That's going to be a fun stream as the party moves deeper and deeper into the Raker Mountains in search of freedom from from the glyph of Drax the Invulnerable. Then Wednesday night we're having Lore Masters Arcanum with Robert Phantom NJ, and we're talking.
That guy.
I know he's awesome, and we're talking about Friday Night Crusades. It'll be a Q&A and talking about our fun Discord game that we play on Friday nights. As we go to break, you'll notice we do have our emote wall up on the break, so anything you emote or in chat will go all over the screen. We'll leave the mics hot, and we'll have the 2 giveaways today, and we have still a good solid almost an hour and a half after the break, a little more than an hour and a half after the break of gaming. Blue Box, stay with us. Blue Box will be right back.
It's good stuff. I don't know where to put my things. I feel bad for setting it on my dice, but I'm sure it'll be fine. They got it.
Thanks everybody for being with us today.
We love you!
We love you. Thank you so much.
for.
I don't either.
I might change my class before the end of it. I don't
Yeah, who
think so
knows?
because I feel like I really, really want to play a rogue, but we shall see.
Oh wait, that's the class you were going for this whole time.
Well, it's really fun
Oh,
because
rogue? What?
I had no idea.
Wow.
throughout the versions of D&D that have existed, rogues were always the skill monkeys. They always get the most access to skills and stuff. Like 5e, they have expertise. In Pathfinder 3.5, your class determines how many skill points you get to put towards your skills every level up, and then it's modified by your intelligence modifier. So like rogues, I think get like 6 plus intelligence, which is a lot per level up or something like that. Whereas a barbarian or someone who's not as skill heavy might only get 2 plus intelligence, which might only end up being 1 every level up.
I
so.
still remember when we played the space Starfinder, yeah, and I had like 12
Yeah, because you were a
points
bard,
because I
which
was a bard.
What were they? They weren't called a bard. They
No,
were
they
called
were
operator.
no. I don't
Space bard. Probably
Space Bard. Yeah, for
You're
sure.
right,
I'm
that's
looking
actually
it
that's actually straight up what it was. I'm
up.
sorry.
No.
Sorry. I know a lot of things about stuff.
Starfinder Bard equivalent. I'm looking it up because I want to know now.
Y'all should-
Envoy.
Envoy. Y'all should check out Starfinder though. I know that we, not like you as players, the audience, because we play Pathfinder here, which is basically 3.5 edition. But Starfinder's very fun.
It's so fun.
It has some unique stuff to it.
And
including
Chandler was our DM.
Your health pool.
It was great.
Chandler was great. He loved leaning into the meta of it, which
Yeah.
was very, very fun. But your health pool is split between HP and stamina. And so stamina represents your ability to continue fighting despite not being... It's like your tiredness.
Yeah.
So like, you get stamina back every 10 minutes, but you don't get HP back unless you long rest, and only then it's very incrementally and very slow. So it's fun. It was a fun
It is
system.
really fun.
We had a lot of fun playing it.
Yeah, I had a grand old time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I wish I got to play more.
I miss it, truly.
Well...
Natala still has my heart.
Well,
Well, fair enough.
I just
Yeah,
wanted
that's
to
fair
say
enough.
that. Oh yeah,
the way
rogues
the
actually get
cookie crumbles.
8 plus their intelligence
All right.
modifier every level
Oh
up.
my gosh.
Les.
Ridiculous.
Here we go, coming back after the break in 3, 2, and 1. You might have missed it earlier, but I'll show you that have joined us at the break. So this is our new stinger, and don't answer if you were on at the beginning and you already know the answer. I want you to watch this and count how many dragons you see in these 5 seconds.
love that stinger.
Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Count the dragons. All right.
700.
How many dragons did you count? Don't put it in there if you were here earlier.
We'll know.
We'll know if it was you. If you were here earlier, we'll know.
Right out.
Lee, you got it right the first time. Good job, Lee. Nice job, Jeff. Yeah, we had several people miss it the first time, but you guys were on it.
them
There
was
were
me.
5 dragons, including the logo in that. So
had the logo.
hope
I
you
didn't
enjoyed
have
it.
the
All right, so as we resume the game, we're going to jump right back into it. But if you have not yet, type !TS in the chat. That's T as in Tom, S as in Sam. That will get you in the giveaway for a Tailspire license. And then
phonetic alphabet.
later on today, we'll be doing the grand prize, which is this gorgeous glow-in-the-dark overgored hoodie. It will be the second one in existence when it is given out. And let me go ahead and
You only
show this.
use the letters that exist within my name to tell people the letters that they should type into chat. Tom and Sam are all exist within the name. There's like a phonetic alphabet that you could have used. It really put me off when you were like Tom. I was like, what am I doing? What did I do? Did I do something?
You're my mom, right? Okay. All right. So the next morning dawns. Clear sky, blue above, the sunlight of dawn just sort of breaking through even the low tenements of the low quarter. And you can hear the birds chatter, the rats scatter. You all wake up, you break your fast on what remains of the nicked cheese and bread, and anything you're going to do before you head up, or anything else you want to discuss before you head out.
What's the plan?
I'm gonna look at Duke as he gets up and see how he reacts to me. Yeah, I suspected so. That sounds about right. Your mic's a little bit high. It might be hitting your hood, by the way.
I'm lucky.
All right.
Is Finley in my hair when I wake up?
If you would like him to be, yes.
Not particularly. I was just curious if he's made his way there.
He nuzzled next.
He's
He
all
nuzzled
over
next to you.
Okay.
But no, he didn't. He didn't go up into your hair.
Okay, great.
So, still a bit of heat out. Bit hot.
Temperature-wise?
I thought
no.
I was pretty chilly.
No. Deke might still be roaming the streets out there.
Yeah.
Oh,
probably.
yeah, we did
Probably
see
very
him.
upset,
Remember,
yes.
you'll learn the lingo
Why is
eventually.
he mad at us? I mean, I get it, but also,
I stabbed him.
And I broke his jaw right open.
I understand why he's mad at you guys, I should say.
Well, I
I helped
I don't
him.
think he knows that you helped him.
He called me a witch. I think he knows that I did something that healed him.
Hey, what did you do, by the way? It was cool. I'm not
Yeah.
mad. Maybe I sounded mad. I'm sorry.
No, you didn't sound mad. It's just, I don't know. I mean, this isn't even,
Not magic. No, that's not real.
I don't know. I was just guessing.
You broke that man's jaw, though.
Is that
Sorry, he's
magic?
a boy.
He is a boy, yes. Very
so are you.
stupid. I did, and,
But then it wasn't as bad.
she set it back in place. I saw it happen.
There was a light.
You didn't see the
That's
glint off of the windows shining. You're all insane.
so,
Oh, I think it was magic.
some people may be in denial.
It was magic.
Others might not be, and that's okay.
Me
We're all
the
in
magician.
different.
Magicians do parlor tricks. I've been taught a couple of them. Magic's not
You can do a.
You can do a parlor trick?
not to
do it
show
right
off, but no, I'll show you one later.
Oh, here it goes.
Do
Here
it
it
right
starts
now.
again.
No.
Do it right now.
Let's get back to the matter at hand.
I'm just chanting.
I don't want to carry my box around.
No, we should leave that here.
No.
Do you want
No.
to put it in my backpack, or do you want to carry my backpack?
Okay,
It's heavy.
we are about to go back onto the streets where you got robbed with that backpack to avoid the person who robbed you with that backpack to bring a thing that is valuable, potentially. And you all have money in your pockets now.
I don't trust you.
Smart, if I'm being honest.
I know.
Are we not supposed to
I'm
trust
smart.
each other?
That's why.
No, you can trust me, but
But he just said that I can't.
no, he didn't say you couldn't. He said you shouldn't. There is a difference. Always watch your back.
Are you guys gonna backstab me?
I would
I've read
never.
this in books, and it's really, really sad. I'm inciting this. I'm inciting that.
Here, and I don't know what it means.
No, I'm joking. All right.
No, he's
you're all part of the organization, yet to
No.
be, yet to be named.
What organization?
There's an organization that's yet to be named.
We're working on it.
What?
We're an organization.
The four of
What,
us
do you have a
and
mouse in
your
your
rat.
pocket?
No, but she has a rat in hers.
Good point.
His name, he has a name. His name
Why
is
do I
Finn.
feel like that wasn't role play?
She does have a rat in her pocket. It's funny.
He has a name, and his name is Finn. And I think it would be nice if we used that name.
I agree.
That's fine.
Thank you.
Have fun with Finn.
We do have a good time.
There's some things that we need to do. I need to go speak with Gather and do my part of being a Gog. If you would like to become part of the Gogs, you could come with me and we can work as a group to
No.
better the city's... Okay, all right.
You've been here. You've lived here for a long time.
As long as I can remember.
Do you know a place that has any books that maybe you could get
You
to?
have money now. You could buy a book.
I'm gonna.
Well,
Let-
wait, hold on.
No,
Let
all
me,
right.
as he's talking, I move behind
The
you,
first
and I
thing
take out
we
a
need
comb, and I
is-
start kind of like combing your hair, and like,
Click
what
needs to
am I
get his
trying to
tools.
make you a little bit
You
more
have a
casual.
brush?
Do you have tools?
Yeah, well,
or
it's
were
like
you
a-
lying?
I have tools.
You see not so much a comb as like a jawbone of some sort of animal that has like crude sort of bits of wire wrapped around it to make it look like a comb. And so
I don't know whether
I'm
to be
just kind of,
terrified or.
And I'm looking at it. Do you say it's a comb?
well, I call it a comb, yeah.
And I'm just looking at her.
Is it working? Like if I touch, is the comb working?
I mean, that's what I use on my hair, and it's okay. It's not great.
I'm just very sad about
Do you
the
want me to
situation
comb
I'm
your
in.
hair?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
What I'm
My hair is fine. It's short.
All right, we need to organize a bit. What I'm trying to say is
I
if we
miss
move...
my family. I miss my pet. I miss my friends. I miss my mom.
Do go sit in the corner.
Oh, I will.
All right, if we move large, we'll be seen. Easy.
Okay.
Assuming Deke is out there on the
I'll
streets
stay
today.
here.
Not a bad idea.
Thank you.
You can protect your box.
Yes. And cry.
You mentioned wanting to go out. I'm not sure what you are wanting to do today.
I've got. Oh, I take out my book, make another mark in it. I've got 25 days to kill, so I can just kind of do whatever.
That's a lot of time.
Yeah.
Perhaps...
So I don't want to set up too many routes, but you know.
Are we all gonna group for the whole 25 days?
I don't know. I got nothing else planned.
I gotta be with them for 25 days.
You don't have to. I'm just letting you guys know my timeline.
And why are you from your mom for 25 days?
Well, she was busy.
She just kicked you out of your house?
She has a.
Your mom doesn't even want you?
She's really busy. Don't say.
What?
Hey,
I'm,
don't say hurtful things because you're hurting.
But I don't understand. My mom loved me.
My mom loves me too. Love just looks a lot of different ways sometimes. She's really busy and her work's really hard.
What does she
And
do?
She makes, and I scramble through the backpack and I
Pull out your
find like,
horrible-looking comb.
well, I leave the comb kind of just on the side of Mila's
I'll
head.
start to.
You touch it, it's just bone. You feel like teeth, like dull, like a cow jaw maybe or something like that. But I pull out like a thin, long neck bottle, kind of rotund bottom part of it, twine wrapped around it. It's sort of like, it looks brackish. It doesn't look particularly good in any way. I just kind of hold it out and I say, "Oh, she makes potions and all kinds of things, tinctures, tonics."
So
things to
you're
cure
the
ailments."
magician.
Snake oil.
Well, I don't know very much. She knows a lot more than I do, but maybe one day I could learn.
Well, what is it? What do you tell people that does?
Well, it depends on the one. So sometimes people request special things from her, and I take those requests and I walk back to my house and I give them to my mom.
What does that one do?
This one is, and I look at the tag, and it's like indiscernible handwriting that just looks like a terrible jumble.
As you're reading it, I... probably not much.
This one is supposed to bring love and happiness to your life. And also, flip the tag over.
Click. What did you
Grow
say
your hair
that
back.
her mom was?
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Oh. I thought you said something.
I've out of character said some
Oh,
stuff
out
about
of
her
character.
mom.
Oh, okay.
But I don't... We don't know anything.
She has a lot of repeat customers, and a lot of people are happy. No one's ever been mean to me, so I think it must be working.
Do you have to deliver that to someone specific?
I don't know. I think she probably saddled me with some to deliver specifically that I bet that I probably would have done.
In those first 3 days?
Yeah.
And then after that, I feel like maybe there were just some random unsundry ones that I
Yeah.
could try to sell if I wanted to.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, I guess probably sometime in these 25 days, I should try to sell the ones that I have left.
We can work on that.
Well,
My...
you said she had orders, so where do you take them?
All over the town. I went to, well, I kind of know the house colors more than I know the people's names. Mama says I'm not supposed to talk too much to the people because they might start to know things about me, and that's not good. But yeah, so I go to the house that is blue, that has a little bit of white paint that's kind of falling off on the windowsill, and then I go to the house that is green in the noble court, but I already did that one. It had brown windows and a really, really pretty set of flowers in the front. But I already did that one, so we can't really go back. I
Okay.
was lucky that I even
All
got
right,
up there
Click.
in
Do
the
you
first-
have those tools? All right, thank you.
Oh yeah, of course.
I don't think we should all go out as one big group.
No.
I think it might be useful We look like we're running a little low
I
on
really
food.
want this box open.
Yes. Perhaps you two could go to the Bobette. Work on getting some food for us down here, and we
Would it?
could make our way together, and you
Me?
could come along.
I'm staying here.
Okay.
You don't.
So I have to go alone to
you
go
don't
get food?
want to keep Dahlia safe.
How am I gonna keep Dahlia safe?
Safety in
I'm
numbers.
keeping my box safe.
I thought you said you had a special set of skills.
Well, I'm keeping my box safe. How can I keep you safe?
Oh, I guess that's you're using your skills for that.
Yes.
Well,
One thing at a time.
So what do you do?
I don't have to go to the Bobette. We have money.
The two of
A
you.
little bit.
I would rather not spend money on food we can get for free. The Bobette's delicious.
That's
Finley had a really good dip yesterday. In the
Did you
in the
sigh
soap.
at the word delicious? Yeah, as you probably should. You two could go to the Bobette then.
Okay.
I could make my way together. I'll be fine.
Okay. If you say so.
How do we know? I don't think that this would happen. But how do we know if you're not fine?
I'll be fine.
Can you bring back a different cheese?
What do you want, gorgonzola?
Yes.
Oh, you like the nasty cheese.
I
Is
just
it
like
fancy
different
when it's
cheese.
nasty?
Yes.
Oh. I didn't know.
Duke, would you like to come with me?
What do I do with this?
We'll bring it to the person who can help us open it.
No! No. I don't trust your people.
Why?
I mean, we are.
Because we're poor.
Thieves.
Not all of us are thieves.
Yes.
Do you know anything about the Gogs?
Well, I know about you, and if you're working for them, you must be a thief.
Well, you
Oh, I might, huh?
you know enough. You've heard even so. There is very strict, well-known division between these guilds. The beggars are not supposed to steal.
Nope.
That is supposed to be part of the thieves' guild.
They are given to. That is it.
The beggars caught stealing can have serious problems with the thieves' guild. Even in like. 'Cause
So who are the Gogs?
you would
That's what the Gogs are.
the
They're the
Guild
beggars.
of Gentle Supplication. They are the beggars. And you often heard your father and mother, they would talk about the guilds, the merchants. Your father was heavily involved in politics, and you often heard him speaking about both the guilds. In particular, the Merchants Guild was something that he talked a lot about.
So what
and
are you?
Not favorably.
You steal.
I'm
So why do you have to give money to the Gogs?
a member of my own organization. Now, and I look over at all of you very confidently.
Oh, what should we be called? It could be like Gogs, but not.
I don't.
Gogs.
I think that's probably
Wow.
no.
No.
Hogs, but not.
I thought it was a good start. It seems like a better idea than anyone else has put out there.
So why do
Like
you
an
give money to the
acronym.
Gogs?
Because I want to help this city. Everyone in Altamira is my people, including you.
So you're not part of anything.
I work around.
I thought you were part of the Thieves Guild and the.
So
I am a soon-to-be entrant into
Okay.
the Thieves Guild.
so where are you taking me? To the Gogs?
I'm taking you to my contact, Gather.
Is he a Gog?
Yes.
Can I have your backpack?
yeah. Maybe put it under your cloak.
Okay.
So it looks like you have a really
Hunchback.
big hunch.
Oh, and I'll act like one.
Yeah.
You need to do that, but you could if you want.
But then it'll
Yes,
be
and then
the
nobody will-
surprise.
I could hit
I'll
you
act
really
like a
hard in
dog.
the knee so that you have a hobble.
Yeah, no, I can act like I
not
have a
that.
hop. Why would you hurt me?
No reason.
You.
To be fair, you did kind of slap him yesterday, or try to at least.
Should we all dress a little differently than we did yesterday?
I'm perfectly hidden.
No, you're
Do
not.
you have
you
more
have purple
clothes?
hair. You should wear.
Just leans in.
What I do, you see, I flip my hair to the other side so that the purple is covered by the natural brown. Do I have purple hair?
Where did it go?
That's right.
You are. That's a parlor trick.
You both did the same.
Good bit.
Yeah, good stuff.
Oh, Oh, Bobby, I miss you.
All right, so the plan then is the two of you are going together to
gather.
gathers.
God, I love that we're splitting this way again. I wanted to not do it, but
Same.
To the Bobette. Okay.
Maybe if we're all not back here by the time that the sun has gone down, should we worry then? Is that okay? to
goodness,
start
that's a
worrying?
long time to wait.
Oh,
Let's wait till the sun is highest in the sky.
Okay.
Okay,
Back
are
here
we
by
meeting? Yeah, back here. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Lunch.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Tucking.
I'll kind of like
I
just
take
switch up the way that I'm dressing a little bit if I can. Like if I've got kind of like a shawl on, I'll take it off. I'll like roll up my sleeves a little bit differently.
I take her backpack, put it under my cloak,
Okay.
and then I hunch over.
I'll braid my hair off to the side.
Off the side, and of course, he's flipped his hair to the other
Yeah.
side.
Mila has brushed hair.
I look vastly
It's
different.
yeah.
I'm a
it's,
whole new person.
Actually, surprisingly curly. It didn't look like it because it was such a jumbled mess, but now it's like kind of big curly
All right.
locks.
In moments, you find yourselves up on the streets of Altamira's low quarter. As you emerge,
Does Finn come with me?
yeah,
Okay.
follows.
Cool.
As you emerge and you close the grate behind you,
We look to see if anybody saw.
Of course.
you look around. You see, you all see one thing immediately. You see something very different. What the three of you note is there is now an old man sitting on the corner right there on the street with his back against the pence for pages, and he's in gray robes. You can see he's got a silver gray beard, and he's got a small pot next to him. And as people walk by, he just says in a clear but aging voice, "Alms for the poor, alms for the poor." And he just sits there at the edge. You click, something else catches your eye. You see on the back of the building of the Pence for Pages a symbol drawn in charcoal. It has
I knew.
a triangle with a circle, like an oval in it.
And that's it?
Yep.
I pull out my little notebook that you guys saw me have earlier, and I stick it right up against the wall, and it matches.
Do we see it now that he?
Yeah, you first you see,
Oh.
you see the beggar, now you move back, and you see he's looking at something on the wall.
What does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean?
Oh, you can tell, you can't see his face, a wry smile has gathered across Click's face. Maybe I should take this off, just to not
I mean, it
the
is
same.
pretty. It's pretty obvious. I don't see many people with purple silk
You could tie
scarves.
it up in your hair like a nice little hat.
Alms for the poor,
Maybe. And you,
alms for the poor.
Click takes the handkerchief off, and you see his face for the first time. Very handsome little lad.
Aww.
Quite the jawline for a kid who is not that old, and obviously very lithe, lacking a lot of body fat. And he looks at you and he says, "Maybe another time," and he'll tie it off on his hip. I like to keep my looks changing. This symbol, Mila, you mentioned wanting to buy some books from in there.
Yeah.
We might be able to just get some.
Well, I tried before. I don't want to steal from him. Books are hard to come by sometimes, and I've been to many bookstores and they don't like it.
They're trying to earn their way too, Click.
I have some now.
Maybe
and
we
I'm gonna reach into my bag very quietly to try and just scoop out one. And whenever I go around to the front, look both ways first. Is there anyone as I'm exiting this alley?
No, you step out in the alley. You see, normal townsfolk moving back and forth, average foot traffic. The beggar just, sits there with his hand out. Many people just sort of walk past him. You see the front door to Pence for Pages. And then, of course, this was the way that you ran down. So, the Bobette and the Salty Dog are all off in that direction.
I'm gonna take that silver piece and just put it in his hand.
He looks up at you, and you see his beard is fairly neatly trimmed for a beggar. And most beggars you've seen in Altamira, they're younger. And he looks up and he says, "Why, thank you, lass. Very kind of you."
Do you know him?
I was going to say, do I recognize him? Have I seen him before?
You don't. And you know there aren't very many that are even allowed in the guild at this age. And you also know it's very dangerous to be a beggar and not part of the guild. It's also quite frowned upon. So you're uncertain if this is one you've never met or if he's not part of the guild.
Interesting. Okay. You mentioned to me they're trying to make their way. I say, I will never steal from anyone who doesn't have more than enough to give. If we go in there and the job's not
pages.
right,
That means you're trying to get pence.
if we go in there and the job's not right, we don't steal, we move on. Maybe we could even stop the people that are trying to steal from them.
By stealing from them?
Maybe.
The logic.
Click.
I like the way you think, Duke.
I don't like the way you think.
Well, you're gonna have to live with that.
No. Oh.
And I walk away, going up to the supplicant.
And I walk like a hunchback with a limp.
All right, so
Little boy. He's like the oldest man in the world.
you get close to the old man, and he's deftly tucking the silver piece that he received from Mila in his pocket, and he says, "Ah, yes. Ah, I should have known. You're being asked about. Rather obnoxious young man.
What
Describing the four of you, yes. It's good that you're friends. Good to have friends in a city like this. You should be careful.
Thank you. What was your name?
My name, I am Agum, but why would you think to ask? Thank you. No one ever asks a beggar's name.
It just seems like a nice thing to do. You were friendly to us. We can be friendly to you.
Thank you for the coin. And I have something for you. And he reaches into his robe, and he pulls out a pretty little yellow flower. And he hands it to you. You notice that the petals aren't even creased.
And I tuck it right behind your ear of your kind of newly manicured hair.
She looks like she's gonna cry.
Oh my gosh. We can't keep crying, guys. We're gonna dehydrate really fast.
I look at him and I say, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you're welcome. Just be careful and watch out for each other.
Well,
Votes for the poor.
whoever was asking about us, don't tell them we were here.
Yeah, tell him we went that way. And I point just like out of town. As far away as possible.
You see, he smiles. His eyes crease with mirth. Of course.
I'll lean down a bit. Who was asking? Gog to Gog?
No, I choose to do my own.
It's a dangerous game you're playing at, friend.
Nobody pays attention to an old man. I don't bother anyone.
All right. You were going to say who was asking.
Oh, as I said, a rather obnoxious young man.
Tall?
Yeah, very tall for his age, yes. He had a bandage around his side.
Was
And
he walking okay?
I think we know him.
was he walking? Yeah, he seemed to be, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Do I notice anything about this guy?
No, just what I've said. I mean, he seems quite clean. His beard is neatly trimmed, so he's...
Which seems odd
For a beggar, he takes good care of himself, yes.
You seem nicely manicured for a beggar.
That's kind of rude.
Well, I've heard it said that cleanliness is smiled upon by the gods. And simply because one's station has fallen in life does not mean that one must himself fall. And so I do what I can, yes. Thank you for saying so.
I think I'm gonna buy myself a brush. After hearing what he said.
Mine anytime you want.
Well, I don't want to keep intruding on the items that are yours.
Oh, it's okay.
Well, I hate touching your brush.
Your brush sucks and it's bad.
Maybe just in case. Let's go to the pens for pages.
Your own brush, that's okay. You deserve nice things.
Thanks.
Keep in mind your jobs.
Food.
Stay quiet, stay small.
Smooth.
Smooth.
Sure.
Smooth.
Maybe we're the smooth ones.
We're so smooth.
That's our name, the smooth ones. I'll think on it. I'll think
It was
about it.
just smooth.
Smooth. Would that stand for
I
something?
walk away.
Super.
Click
Have a
just,
good day, see
Click
you at
rolls
lunch.
his eyes and just walks away as Duke kind of hobbles and hunches along behind him, the world's youngest hunchback. And in moments,
Can hit you at any age.
you all
guys.
you all head in opposite directions.
Then hold on to the straps of the backpack.
Underneath your cloak.
Yeah,
you're
like
the
I'm
straps?
holding
Okay.
like this and hobbling.
Last time I went in here, he wasn't very nice. And so maybe it's a better day.
Do you want me to walk in?
Definitely before we leave, you said you were going into pens for
Yes.
pages. I will tell you, just case the joint a little bit. Get an eye out for things that might seem off.
Okay. I've been in a lot of bookstores, so maybe I can do that.
And then keep going.
Yeah, I'll kind of look to Mila and I'll say, well, I'll walk in first, and we can let him know that we have coin to spend.
Okay.
All right, so you're going into the pens for pages?
Yeah, we're both are.
Okay,
I'm
all
walking
right.
in first.
All right, so let's deal with you first. So, Click, you and Duke make your way, and you have your head sort of on the proverbial swivel. You're looking around. You pass through many of the denizens as the sun is now up. Normal trade is happening even here in the low quarter. You see washerwomen putting out their clothing on the line. You see merchants hawking stale bread and bits of meat and fruit that has probably been tossed out of noble houses and noble markets as too old. And you make your way to the alley. You always knew to meet gatherers in the alleyway between the Salty Dog and the Bobet Common House.
Well, we're, I guess, going to be pretty near to each other. On the way, is there a woman washing clothes who I know or have talked to before or has been kind to me before? I'm not looking for... Yeah.
Woman of the night.
Just waving a little.
So yes, you do actually see. You've chatted up a few of the women here before. Just,
Stop.
Well, no, actually, yeah, you do fancy yourself, quite the smooth talker.
Yeah, I was gonna say
And
the confidence doesn't end.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
unfortunately, you've actually found it difficult and lacked the courage to put charm on with girls your own age. But you did find it more comfortable because
If that hasn't been made obvious.
Yeah, it's really funny.
You've often gotten the pinched cheeks from the more matronly, and you do see a heavy-set woman, no doubt in her, sort of mid-50th winter, and she's got her hair bound up in a kerchief as she often does. Could you get
She's
Boo
50,
out
not
of here?
80.
There's a dog in here.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
Could you get Boo out?
Finn got really
Yeah.
big.
And you know her as Gretchen. And as you come walking over, she looks at you. Ah, Click, dearie.
Gretchen, nice to see you.
How are you, my boy? She reaches out. It's always a little bit uncomfortable. She
Yeah.
kind of shakes the cheek.
The fish
Yeah.
Gorgeous as always.
You don't say so. You don't think my hips have gotten big?
You look just the same as I last saw you.
Ever the smooth tongue.
I'm going to take the handkerchief off of my belt and say, if you don't mind, this got a little dirty since the last time I had some use. I noticed you were washing up some clothes. Thought I'd just toss it in. I'll be back later. Might be drying. No big deal.
Roll persuasion.
I'll even take out a silver and hold
Okay.
it.
Make a diplomacy check.
A nat 20.
Oh, she's eating
She's
you
gonna
up.
take your whole outfit.
Is that all? Is there anything else I can do for you?
If you've got a spare set, I'm kind of dirty.
I'm afraid I do. Ever since I lost little Adam, I've kept his clothes in his room just the same as the day he passed.
You're a wonderful mother, and you're a wonderful mother to all of us on the streets.
You're about his size. He was a bit broader across the shoulder, and a bigger chest, and a little more handsome. But
Gretchen!
Woo!
I'm looking at my 21 comeliness. Okay.
It's a mother's eyes.
I know.
Of course.
For her dead child, she bustles up
He's a
and
30. Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Don't know what
in
to tell you,
moments she
bud.
comes
her
back.
eyes.
She says she hands you a set of clothes, just a plain spun white shirt, some grayish breeches, and she says you can change in the front room.
Thank you. And, you don't happen to have a separate set for my friend?
The hunchback.
I'm afraid I don't have anything that would fit that affliction.
It's okay.
All right.
If you'd like, you could wear one of my dresses. Would be large enough to fit over. It just look rather.
It's fine, Gretchen. Thank you very much. I'll be back later to pick up what's drawing. Just
All
leave
right.
it out.
All right, be careful, Click.
You know it.
I'll have a pie for you when you come back as well.
Thank you. And
She's the
I'll go change.
I would die for Gretchen.
I would die for Gretchen.
I look entirely different now. Haha, you guys. And Click will actually even take out a little bit of rope and tie his hair into a loose knot in the back, and
boy.
to kind of keep the purple hidden underneath the brown. And I'll guide Duke, and we'll go to where Gathers normally meets.
All right. As you head that way, we're going to go ahead and do our giveaway. If you haven't yet, type !TS in the chat. That's for Tailspire, the tool that you're seeing right here. This is one that we are using today. We use both physical terrain. We use a lot of theater of mind, miniatures, and all this good stuff behind me here. But we also love the VTT. It's really neat, and also what it lets you do as a DM is you can be flexible and quick moving through your scenes. So you've already seen 2 scenes today. They could be on a snowy mountaintop or in a sewer or a dungeon or the top of a palace, and within seconds I can have visuals that will support that using this
Such a
tool,
good tool.
Tailspire. So we'll give away a license of this today. This is worth $25. But what's nice about the Tailspire licenses is they are one time and perpetual. So you don't have to renew it every year. You pay $25, or today you get a code and you have Tailspire. It's yours in perpetuity for you to play your games in, and it's super fun. All right, so type !TS. While we're waiting for you to do that, we do have one question for you today. We have several new viewers that are in the chat. Thank you for all the first-time chatters. If you're watching our stream today and you haven't given us a follow, you know those are free, by the way, or if you're a follower and you haven't subbed, if you have an Amazon account, you can use your Prime sub for free as well. So if you're watching and you haven't followed, you're a follower hasn't subbed, or if you're a sub whose sub has expired, no, aghast. Or if you're not in our Discord, we have one question for you today. What are you doing? Come on, give us a follow and give us a sub. Thank you very much. We just got a follow from Ooh, I'm not really sure how to pronounce that, but thank you very much for that. And thank you all the mad chatters. Hope you're enjoying seeing your emotes and your chat in the stream as well. Preserved for posterity in our YouTube exports.
Forever
and
and
the
ever.
winner of the Tailspire code is Benjamin Chaos.
He just said he has no idea how to use it.
Well, he already owns it.
Okay, Chaosic already has it. All right, so we're going to do it again. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mike, Necromantic DM. Mike, congratulations. We'll send you the Tailspire key, and you'll have that very, very soon.
Hooray!
And woot woot. All right, so you make your way through, now in fresh clothing, with your hunchback by your side. And
Yes, my
Your
hunchback.
trusty
Every young boy's best friend.
His hunchback.
you get closer and closer to the Salty Dog and to the Bobet Common House. You can smell the aromatic, if mysterious sense of the brown, but also hear the sounds of the Salty Dog off-key tunes being sung, libations being consumed, and as you move into the alleyway between, you do see a familiar gangly figure sitting on top of a box, and he looks up as you come walking in and says, "Ah, look at what the cat dragged in."
Gathers.
Where have you been? You're late.
Around. Gathering.
No, I'm the one that gathers.
Well, I guess I'm the one that gives then.
I think so. He stands up. Who's your friend?
Someone new. Perhaps new to the guild.
This knob and teaser? That's the most obvious getup I've ever seen.
It
Well.
gets money.
We need a little bit of help, if you don't mind. I know you've got some skill.
Who's he hiding from? Doing a poor job of it.
I'm going to lean in close and whisper. He's from the noble quarter.
Will you take me for a gull?
Have I ever?
Well, you've tried a couple of times, but you never put one over on me.
You're not wrong.
Oh, let's have your take. He opens up a sack.
Bread, cheese, 3 silver coins.
He looks at the 3 silver coins. So it's true then. He cinches the sack. Words on the street.
Of?
Dangerous business, click, nickin'.
It's from a friend. Given.
That's not what they're saying.
Rumor's rumor.
You get caught, they'll do you ear to ear and give you teeth lessons.
I can trust you to tell the right story, right, Gathers?
Maybe, but my palm's a bit itchy.
It's gotta be given, doesn't it? Drop a silver coin. That's all my money.
Right as rain you are. No idea what's going on. Hey, you've just had a good day. People giving silver all the time here in the low quarter. Sure.
Gathers, gathers, gathers. Now that I have your attention,
What he stole from me.
Yeah.
I mean, technically given, sure.
I mean, if you knew it was stolen and
wasn't
didn't tell me
bad.
to, or
Yeah.
didn't tell me to give it back, then you gave it to me. In my eyes, doesn't have to be the truth, but
Fair enough.
it's the story. Do you have a set of tools, maybe an iron rod, something? I need to get a box open. Something of his, nothing stolen.
Make that roll again.
Oh gosh.
I'm
come
going to
on.
use 5s
Nice.
to give advantage.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. Pretty good.
Charisma, 19.
Nice.
A 19. He gives you a suspicious look. By the way, in the chat, we'll get ready for our grand prize giveaway, which is going to be this Overgourd glow-in-the-dark shirt.
Very cool.
As created by Mike
Hoodie.
Disney, and the hoodie as created by Jenny. And we will do that later in the stream tonight. So type !Gourd in the chat. I'll show you what to do, and you can get registered
You
for
better.
this super
It's really cool.
giveaway.
It
I mean,
glows
if you
in the
miss
dark.
out, I don't know what
That's
to tell
pretty
you.
cool.
It's really cool. And it's super cool.
He looks
image.
at you. So it's his, huh?
Yes.
Let's see the box.
Dude, Gathers is good.
Just get the tool.
I can't help you with what I can't see.
Give me a moment. I'm gonna pull him to the side. He's a gog. He's not going to steal from you. He was. You hear what he was saying about me stealing? He's not some varlet. He's a good gog.
Okay, but you can't open it. Just get the lock open.
Yes, I need the box.
Okay, well, it's. Lift up my cloak.
Sure, I'll just lift the cloak over the back of the backpack and pull it out. I mean, Gathers knows that it's fake, of course.
Yeah.
I'll hold the box out. Lock on the front.
Whoa! Look at that. That's fancy. Where'd you nip it? Tell me the truth, Click.
I don't nip, do I? Especially nip and tell. Now, can you help?
He reaches behind the crate. Got a proper rod here. And he pulls out, you've seen these small crowbars that can be concealed.
Gross.
Stop, Cam.
I was trying to be subtle.
You were not trying very hard, I
I'm
don't
not
think.
good at it. I have skills, and it's not that.
That's not one of them.
Your
yeah.
special set
Anyway.
skills does not pertain. Not
subtlety.
laughing.
He pulls out his. I hope Pat Draws is not in the chat. He pulls out his proper rod, and you know these as crowbars that are about 12 inches long, good for popping locks on windows and doors and things like that. And he hands it to you.
Oh, we just got a raid.
Hey!
Oh, Sensei Suplex! Thank you so much
Wow.
for the raid of 42. What a fantastic raid! That's outstanding.
From a new person, too.
And
right?
we appreciate that. And so if you're joining us today for the first time, we do have a really cool giveaway that we're going to be doing a little bit later. One of these Overgord shirts, as you see these hoodies, these are celebrating the art of Mike Disney. He actually did the Overgord drawing and created this piece for Reaper miniatures. And it's based on this guy right here. And this Reaper miniatures was part of the Reaper Bones 5 package. And we're going to give that away here in just a little bit. Thank you for joining us, and thank you again for that raid. Welcome to all of our raiders. All right, so he hands you the rod.
Duke, take a seat. On the box. Pop squat.
Oh. Sit on the box.
That was good.
And I'll get Duke facing opposite me. I'll get on the opposite side of it, and that way there's some weight on it for leverage.
Right.
And I'm going to pry down on it.
Okay, roll d20, add your strength. You are able to wedge the proper rod between the lock, and you start pulling back on it, creating the leverage.
No, God,
For
no.
advantage?
None.
Do you have inspiration? You have inspiration? No.
No, I used it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because those are all gone. No, guys, this is going to go real good.
Nah, this is gonna be great.
So strong.
Nat 20.
Please.
Not strong. I mean,
No, so strong.
Nat 20.
So strong, so tough.
What'd you roll?
a nat one.
A nat 1?
Oh, I wanted that so bad.
All right, please roll again. You put the rod in.
9.
Total of 9?
Yes. On the confirmation of a
All
fumble.
right, so Duke, you see Click,
no.
he puts it in, and while you have noticed his fingers, they're kind of long and nimble, but you've noticed that his arms aren't
The rest
much
of the thing
bigger than his
connected with them,
fingers in
yeah.
terms of width. And you see these scrawny little arms, he grabs the crowbar, veins start popping out on his neck, his face flushes red, and unfortunately, he didn't have it wedged quite far enough. It slips out. Wow! Hits him right in the head. No, right in the center of the forehead.
Now you know why I have 'em.
Right in the center of the forehead. You take 1 hit point of damage. You have a bruise, and he sprawls on the ground.
Heather's just there like,
This is Duke's reaction.
not as strong as you thought you were. You talk a big game.
Gathers just starts laughing.
That's a Gadso, that's a good box you've got there. Oh. Shut up. I stand up very quickly.
Oh, be careful. You don't want to get woozy.
I'm not woozy.